Another one of these talking head videos. So, here's my prediction. Let's go. Let's rip the band-aid. Here's what I think is gonna happen at the Game Awards this year. At the final stage, I think we're gonna look at Astrobot as the winner. Why? Now, let's put it this way. I think that Black Myth Wukong, although deserving of the highest praise this year, is coming out with 2 strikes on its name, on its good name. Let's just take a look quickly at some articles here. Now, of course, this is a Reddit post, but if Black Myth Wukong and its sexist neckbeard developers game science. Yeah, I mean, with things like these out there, hit game Black Myth Wukong. Wukong faces backlash after telling players not to discuss feminist propaganda, which is a twist. The company wanted reviewers to focus on the inherent qualities of the game, on which we base all games on, gameplay, sound design, cutscenes, music, animations, graphics, all of those things, rather than focus on ascribed or perceived values of either their society or their industry out there. But it is what it is. It is the headlines that we got. How Black Myth Wukong, Wukong's developer, Black Myth Wukong the developer's history of sexism is complicating his journey to the West. Indie developer Game Science global fame is forcing it to confront its own sexism and that of Chinese tech industry. Things that have nothing to do with the inherent qualities of a video game. Here, Screen Rant. In the cons, lacking inclusivity and diversity. I mean, the game is nothing but, as a disabled man, this game made me feel the power fantasy of Wukong. It made me the Monkey King. It made me cook up builds in my noodle, and it made me be able to deliver the punishment that I thought it would do. And I beat the game. I beat both endings. I totally beat everything there was to do. And there was a lot of side content. And as of chapter 3, there's a ton of women. There's a ton of representation. But it is a fantasy. It is a story. So, of course, to be true to the medium, from what it took inspiration, they got to portray it, in the way that makes sense, and not really cater to anyone's sensibilities. That's a story that was from somebody, and we're adapting it to a video game. So it do be that way. We asked Black Myth Wukong's developer about the controversy over its founder's past sexist remarks, but Game Science's only reply was no comment, because you can't win in the West if you apologize or address anything that was ascribed to you or applied to you. We see that with the online culture a lot. People who do not address controversies just go about their day, and they continue making the content that they do, and they continue to not only survive, but thrive. They make it. They keep on making it, because you can't win if you say, nowadays, there is no room for apology. There is no room for anything but crucifixion if you agree that you deserve the cross. So, of course, they just wanted their work to be evaluated as what it is, a game. A game, and all the criteria that we talked about a couple of minutes back. Black Myth Wukong's shameless lack of diversity is attracting the wrong type of fans. And, well, as you can see, Black Myth Wukong, the top critic average, 82. The critics recommend 80%. Player rating, 90. And here, in Metacritic, if we take a step back, Metacritic generally favorable at 81. User score, favorable, 8.3. So, I mean, it's a great game. But Astrobot here, 95 top critic average, 99 critics recommend. Player rating, 100%. And in Metacritic, 9.4, 9.2. So, I think at this point it becomes quite obvious. I think that Wukong is more deserving of it for its labor of love, for the amount of work that had to be done, not only on the graphical engine side, but the musical, the animations, the cutscene, the storytelling, the voice work, the sound design, all of it feels like it's a game that required so much more work. But I mean, on the other side, you have Astrobot, which is absolutely non-polarizing, which has received all the praise that the industry had to offer, and it checks two boxes. Um, First, it cozies up the jury, because the jury is comprised of publications. It cozies them up back in the good graces of Sony after the monumental flop that Concord was, and it also avoids the absolute storm, the media storm that giving the ultimate award to Vladimir Wukong do, the controversies, the Twitter backlash, all of it is completely dodged because at the end of the day, I mean, who can really be mad at a platformer with robots that describes itself to be, the next Mario, basically. So I think the obvious choice is Astrobot for the win. Not that it is my choice. I think Wukong is much more deserving due to the all that was required to make it to fruition. And we're not talking about the People's Republic of China's values or the genocides that happens there. I mean, they culturally they have issues for sure. But we're talking about a video game. We're talking about our industry. We're talking about a product that deserves to be recognized by its peers and gamers alike as the one true king of the year. And social values of the people in the land in which it was made, be damned. It should have no bearing and no incidence on what we judge a product on. But it do be the tendency of the West to want to put to the forefront such issues, and we've seen as with Veilguard and Concord and all of those games what that has brought. And I think we should be just intellectually honest when it comes to evaluating games and giving them awards in that way. So here it is. I think it's gonna be Astrobot. I wouldn't be mad. Astrobot is very well deserving of it too. What a grand game. What a grandiose game. But I think Wukong was the top dog, but it won't win. It can't win. It says it's gonna be Astrobot. So that's it. Bye.